I pay my respects to all the masters of this world in the past and all the masters of the future and the masters of the present day. Let us analyze what actually is this life and who is this God and how to go about. Is God something which is non-achievable as normally thought to be? People start imagining so much about God because it is all connected with a belief system. Everybody says that I believe in God, and atheist will say there is no God. Is God to be believed in the first place? What is to be believed? You need to believe what does not exist. You need to believe what is not there. Why you need to believe? Why many people, atheist will say, I believe in God, and an atheist will say, I do not believe in God. And in fact, both are wrong. You neither to be a believer nor a non-believer. Why you should believe? Frankly speaking, God is real. He is not just a person as described in so much of literature. All the scriptures, all the knowledge, they describe about the God. It is not God. Describing about light is not light. A blind person, if you are trying to describe the sun, what you need to do? Will he understand it? You are already unconscious because of lot of accumulations in the mind, lot of belief systems of your mind, lot of literature you have loaded into your brain. Now, that is why the scriptures, when you understand the deeper aspects of the Upanishads, not the gross, the subtle aspects of the Upanishads, they say one should experience darshana. Darshana means the experience. It is not the seeing, believing, no. How do you experience? And it is so easy. Life is very simple. God is very simple. You are directly connected, you are manufactured by Him. Your roots are connected with Him. The life you get is connected with Him. In fact, God is not a person. Many times the mystics who have experienced, like Shiva, Krishna, Jesus, Buddha, Mahavira, people started worshipping the masters who have experienced God. God is very, very simple. You follow the great masters, all the mystics of this world. They are whoever he may be. Forget what was their attire, whether they were growing their beard or not, whether they are smearing some ash on their forehead or not, what type of religious marks they were making on their body. It is very, very gross understanding of these deep mystics. These yogis, like Krishna, Buddha, Mahavira, Shiva, Jesus, what they said, you just see. When Shiva was talking about higher consciousness, he was also meditating. Instead of meditating like Shiva, instead of experiencing like Krishna, instead of the Satchitananda, what they were going through, we have started just keeping the masters in our puja room. Wonderful, it is a very, very good practice, no doubt about it. Practice what they have indicated to us. What was Shiva doing? He was just simply in his Padmasana. He was meditative. What was Rama doing? He was meditating. Jesus or Muhammad, everybody was meditating. After the master's exit, that is why any master, he belonged to some other religion. Jesus was not a Christian, he was a Jew. He was rebelling against the practices that prevailed then. Buddha was a Hindu. He was rebelling against the practices that were existing then. The Ganges, as it flows towards the plains, lot of debris gets collected. You need to clean. A mystic or a master comes in between and tells the whole civilization what it needs to do. We need to understand it is not simply what you try to know with your head. Many times you feel, you hear people talking about a science person talks about God and he tries to prove with his thought head about the God. And a spiritual religious person, he tries to argue on what he was learning from his books. Now you tell me how you will be understanding It is connected, the head will have only knowledge. Mind is connected with the head. Mind exists in the past and future only. In the present, there is no head, there is no mind. You have only your soul, your heart, which is nearest to your soul, to experience. That is why in spirituality it is always said, drop the knowledge. All the knowledge you acquire to understand that knowledge is a burden and it is a barrier to the knowing. The knowledge of the rose flower will stop knowing the rose flower. The knowledge of sunrise will stop you in knowing the sunrise, because you think, I know what is a rose, because the word rose, which is inside, anchored inside your head, will stop you. See a child, he is mysteriously, the mystic should be mysterious. Vismayaha yoga bhumikaha, adbhuta rasa. There is a splendor, great mystery how a child is operating. You just see how absolutely a child, that is why child is considered to be God. He is only knowing, no knowledge is there. Till you are 4 years, there is no mind also. That is why you cannot recall anything which is before 4 years. Absolutely, you give a rose flower to a child, he will smell it, he will touch it, he will taste it, everything he wants to experience. Absolutely, when he enters the school, starts learning the words one after the other, his divine nature is getting masked day by day. And our examination system, it is only learning us to vomit all the information, and they do not connect with our right brain at all. Now in US, they have done enough research to conclude that the right brain is 95%, and whatever you are learning today is only belonging to the left brain of that 5%, and it does not give you the tools to handle either your life, your heart, or your wellness. So, they are not competent. Now, coming back to this God is so simple, people made it so complex. See how a Upanishadic seer means one who sees, not one who accumulates. Who is silently experiencing Upanishads, sitting by the side of the master. He experiences, and it is so easy to experience God. It is so easy to understand your life. Life, we make it so complex. They, at best, they can get you a livelihood. All the education systems, they will get you only a livelihood. It is not to go within. It is absolutely, it is not enriching the inner self. With all our education system, people are not happy. So much of scientific literature, they did not make people happy. Why? Even the West, which is so much industrially developed and technologically developed, they look to the East for our concepts of Sanatana Dharma. Why? For their happiness. Why the suicides are increasing? Why people are not satisfied? Instead of so much of riches. Why? You just think it is some other skill you need to have to understand this life, understand, experience this God. All the knowledge of your left brain is useless in understanding the God at all, or to enrich your life at all. Sanatana Dharma, it knew this. Our Upanishads, it knew this. The Tantra, Sufism, Zen, Hasidism, all were learning the experiencing part of this life. For experiencing, what you need to do? If you are unconscious in your belief systems, people start imagining certain shape to God. Do we think that Rama, he was always carrying his bow and arrow? Why do you want to see Rama with only bow and arrow? Why do you want to see Krishna with only Sudarshan Chakra? Only when they had gone for a battlefield, a war scene, they were traveling that. What is the significance? Are they unreal? No, they are not unreal. They have gone to that Satchitananda, the state of enlightenment, nirvana, moksha, mukti, that oneness, that non-duality, Advaita, is simply possible with simple tools of meditation and changing your lifestyle. It is so simple. Imagine, whatever, see a Christian, when he experiences, believes God to be like Jesus. So, he does not see anybody, even in his visions, he will see only Jesus. A Hindu will see a vision of Krishna or Rama. A Buddhist will see a vision of Buddha. But or a Jain will see a vision of Mahavira. They are only visions, because, but are they wrong? No. Each of these mystics, they have worked on a great tool like meditation. A meditation, it will enrich your life. Your mind, which is right now divided into conscious, unconscious, subconscious, superconscious, will become only one zone of superconsciousness. When you increase the awareness, when you increase the equanimity, you will be in the highest consciousness. Isn't the God the highest consciousness? You will be experiencing the God yourself. It is no need of argument, no need of believing anything. You will first time you will be able to see how beautiful is this godliness. Where you can avoid God? You can't avoid God in the smell of the rain, in the smell of the earth, in the fragrance of a flower, in the light of a rainbow. Where you can avoid Him? God is everywhere. Isha Vasyam idham sarvam yatkinchat jagatyam jagat. He is coming. He is inside you, in each and every cell of your body. Your body is itself His temple. The inner sanctorium is your Atma. Your Garbhagudi is your heart and soul. Dvajastambha is your spine alone. Your spine is the Dvajastambha. So, once you meditate, you will understand that silence, that solitude, that peace. You will experience godliness in each and every person around you, and it is just not in the image of the idol. Of course, he is also in the image, but he is also outside the image. He is in the temple, but he is also out of the temple. He is in everybody. So, be with this attitude, and in the future classes we will learn more about God and how to seek Him. I wish you all the best. God bless you.